everybody, Jason here of Ghostbusters News, and today we've got a brand new unboxing for you as we take a look at the brand new Ghostbusters packs for the popular board game Zombicide. Now, a quick heads up, if you are a dedicated Zombicide player, let me apologize because I really don't know anything about Zombicide, other than the fact that it's a board game and it likely includes zombies. The only reason I wanted these is because, well, right there, the Ghostbusters logo. These are Ghostbuster items, and I love the way the little miniature figures that are inside these boxes look. Now, with that said, I've been waiting on these for some time. I want to say, I think they went up for pre-order maybe in September of last year, maybe August, maybe October, but I'm pretty sure it was September, and the original release date, I think it was January. That's when we should have seen these. And things got held up, there were delays. I know some countries and territories, they've had them now for about the past month or so. While the United States and Canada, they're finally getting them. So if you placed an order, once again, for these Ghostbusters Zombicide packs and you are in the US or Canada, you should be seeing yours hopefully in the next week or two. Now with that, let's go ahead and dive into them. I'm gonna move the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man over here, gonna move pack 2 over here, and we're going to start it off with pack 1. Now, in our first pack, we're going to have Zuul, Winston Zeddemore, Peter Venkman, and Slimer. And you'll also see at the bottom here, it does advertise, yes, there are the 4 miniatures inside of these. As well, there's also going to be 15 cards. And if I played Zombicide, I likely would be more excited for the cards, but really, I'm just pumped about these miniatures. Flipping the packaging around to the back here, we've got some great art there, once again, of Winston Zeddemore and Peter Venkman, Zuul, Slimer. You can see the 4 little miniatures there, and it kind of gives a breakdown of all the cards inside. Yeah, let's go ahead and tear into here. Alright, so I've got everything unboxed here, and there was actually quite a bit more than I thought there would be on the inside. Of course, we do have the 4 little miniatures, which I cannot wait to take out of this little plastic area here, take a better look at them. But first, yeah, there is so much more to it than just those figures. Let's go ahead and bring in this box here, which does give us a very nice components list, which includes 2 ID cards, 2 equipment cards, 4 zombie cards, 1 reference card, and then 1 rules leaflet. So that is what you're taking a look at here. I'm pretty sure these would be your equipment cards, which in turn would mean these are your ID cards. In my left hand, we got Winston. Right hand, we got Pete Venkman there. And man, I really love the art here. I'm pretty sure this is just the standard Zombicide art. Like, I don't think they did anything different for Ghostbusters, but the Ghostbusters brand, it lends so nicely to Zombicide. I mean, those look great. From there, we've also got some paperwork here. Let's take a quick look on the inside of there. All right, I'm pretty sure Zombicide players, I mean, they're gonna know what to look for. As I've already mentioned, I'm in it strictly for those beautiful, beautiful, glorious little miniatures there. And before we get to the miniatures, let's actually take a quick look here, because there's a small deck of cards that you're going to use when you're playing the game. The top one here is of the Proton Pack. We got Slimer there, Zuul, and this one says, as long as Zuul is on the board, spawn abominations as if there were no abominations on the board. From there, we've got Proton Packs again, and then we have Slimer here, and this one says, Slimer's leader ignores Dark Zone and nighttime penalties. Alright. Once again, if you are a Zombicide player, you know what that means. And now to what I've been waiting for since, I don't know, once again, what was it, September, I think I said when I first pre-ordered these? The actual miniatures. First up here, we've got Dr. Peter Venkman, the mouth of the Ghostbusters, and wow, the detail here looks insane. I mean, you can make out all the small, like, little pockets and everything on his flight suit there. Turning him around, that Proton Pack, holy crap, that Proton Pack looks good. I got like all the wires, the hoses. He even has like the leg hose coming off the flight suit there, going to the back of the belt. We also have like the Ghostbusters logo there, all the little elbow pads. Yeah, this looks fantastic. Looking at Winston Zeddemore next. Detail with Winston, I mean, obviously it carries over here. Looks great, and even like the face here, I'm not too sure if, you know, how close we can get with the camera there, but that does look like Ernie Hudson. That is such a great rendition, even though like these models, these characters are a little bit more animated. Like, to me, they've done a great job at adapting those actors' likenesses and still retaining all those qualities and legally getting away with it where, you know, they don't have to pay probably royalties to Bill Murray, Ernie Hudson, Harold Ramis or, Danny Aykroyd. But yeah, looks really, really nice there. After that, let's move on to the disgusting green little slime ball Slimer, and this one is just fun. I love like the big like slime splash. He's got that really big happy face there. He's showing us teeth, turning him around here. There is no big Slimer booty or anything like that, but I gotta say, I do like that tail design with all like these like little bumps and like slime splatter that's kind of like hanging off of him in areas. That looks really, really good. And then last but not least in this set, we have got one of the Terror Dogs. We have got Zool, and holy, like all the small like little wrinkles and marks like in the throat. That is crazy. I could not believe they got that level of detail there. Okay, I'm ready to go ahead and move on to that next pack. So let's go ahead, slide this out of the way, and bring in pack number 2. And this one here is going to be Vince Clortho, Egon Spengler, Ray Stantz, and Gozer the Gozerian. Now, I don't think we need to go as in detail like with this set. Like a lot of it's pretty much the same. Obviously, the ID cards and the equipment cards that come with these, they are different, and they do feature the characters' likenesses there. Once again, Egon on my left, Ray on my right, and once again, just taken back by that art style and how well Ghostbusters adapts to it. And these look good. Okay, continuing on here. Like I said, I'm pretty sure those were the ID cards, and I think that would make these the equipment cards. Same art being used on there. And then we have got the miniatures. And these are actually taped. Let me go ahead and remove that tape. Okay, so let's go ahead. I'm just going to take this card pack off the top of there and tear into here. Very much like the other set. Yeah, we've got the 2 Ghostbusters on top. We've got the 2 ghosts on the bottom here. And we're going to start with the brains of the Ghostbusters, Dr. Egon Spengler, and he's got his PKE meter in hand. Once again, love the detail work here. You can, like, man, there's so much like little things you can make out. All the stuff that's like on the military belt, like the web belt there, the name tag. And going back to that belt there, like he's got his gloves over his belt. There's also like the little belt gizmo right there. Like the fact that I can clearly make out what these items are, I'm impressed by that. And I just noticed this here, but the PKE meter even has like all the small like little detail work and like the little screen and everything on it. Like that is insane. Like, wow, I'm so surprised they went that detail once again, considering the scale. From there, we're gonna go ahead and move on to Dr. Ray Stantz, the heart of the Ghostbusters. And over the years, I've always said like Ray is typically my favorite figure when it comes to like any action figure line, because they go all in on Ray. He's the one that is always wearing the ecto goggles, which he's wearing here. He's the one that is usually holding a ghost trap, which he is here. And you know what? I think he is probably my favorite player piece yet. He's got all that detail work on the flight suit and everything. Oh, and he's even got like his hose, like his leg hose, that's actually like wrapped up and like curled up there. Neutrino wand in hand. Wow, okay, so after Ray, we've got ourselves, we're gonna go ahead and take a look at the other Terror Dog here, which is pretty close to what we've already seen. Obviously the big difference between Vince Clortho and Zool is the actual horn structure. I will say though, I was quite happy to see that they did change the way they're positioned, so they don't really look the same. In fact, let me go ahead and grab Zool. So yeah, we got Vince on the left, Zool on the right, and clearly entirely different sculpts. Yeah, these look really, really good. We're gonna put Vince back there and move on to the last character in this set. We have got Gozer the Gozerian, and once again, the detail work on here is great. You can feel like all like the small, I mean, you can also see all the small like little orbs that are on her suit there. She's got the flat top, her arms are extended, hands are out there. All right, so those are the 2 main packs. Once again, the main 4 Ghostbusters, the Terror Dogs, and Gozer the Gozerian. But there is 1 pack left, and it's only 1 figure, and that's because it's the biggest figure. It is the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. Let's go ahead and crack open old Stay Puft. All right, so we've got old Tubby Soft Squeeze here. He also came with a unique set of cards, which once again, love the art here. The Stay Puft Marshmallow Man looking all charred. And I'm pretty sure when it comes to the Stay Puft miniature, he's called an abomination. At least I think that's what they're called in Zombicide. Actually, you know what? I'm totally right. Taking a look at the box here, you can see it reads Stay Puft Abomination. And if you are a Zombicide player, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think an abomination is kind of like the big boss, like the big bad guy at the end of like one of the chapters or stories. Am I right on that? Now let's go ahead and take a look at Stay Puft. Pop open the top here, and yeah, this is your classic standard 1984 Stay Puft. He's not been, you know, zombified for Zombicide or anything like that. He's what you'd expect when it comes to a Stay Puft Marshmallow Man figure. All the details there, the big pudgy arms and legs, the sailor's cap, all the stuff like around his chest and everything. I mean, this is a great looking miniature here, and he's going to display great with those other 8 Zombicide Ghostbusters figures. So Ghostbuster fans, that does it for a look today at the brand new Ghostbusters Zombicide packs. Now sadly, these sold out immediately last fall when they went on sale, so if you want to get your hands on one of these sets, you're likely going to have to go through a third-party sell site and pay through the nose. But if you're a fan of Zombicide or just a fan of miniatures and Ghostbusters, I highly recommend it. Now that's all I've got for you here right now. As always, be sure to subscribe to Ghostbusters News here on YouTube. Bust that bell notification icon to stay up to date with everything that's happening within the Ghostbusters world. If you'd like to join up with Ghostbusters News, check out our Patreon page. We have a link to that down below in the description. And I'll see everybody right back here next time.